Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway with singles action this week here on Anarchy. Tommy Penirelli representing Charlie Cash's Cash Flow, taking on Sweet Dreams. Brett Wolverton here with the returning three-time former tag team champion, two-time former Young Lions champion, the one and only Andrew Pendelton III.
It's such an exciting evening. I even heard Andrew Pendelton III is coming back in the squared circle very soon. I'll tell you what, I'm extremely excited. I can't wait.
Wait, you've signed a contract to wrestle?
I don't need to sign a contract. I practically own this building. The fans demand that I get back in the ring. Did you hear the standing ovation for me earlier this evening?
So wait a minute. If you're getting back in the ring, you're not going to be sitting here.
No, and I feel bad for the at-home audience that it's going to have to listen to you for an entire match and not get to hear my angelic voice. And wow, he threw him right in the ring, Brett.
Tremendous strength by Sweet Dreams. One of the first times I've seen him here at Anarchy, and I've been a part of the Anarchy roster 2 years now. This is his first. He is towering in size-wise over Tommy Penirelli. He's got about 60 pounds on the weight advantage, and we see, looks like he has the strength advantage as he takes the arm.
You know, you talk about Sweet Dreams. He's going to say good night very soon because Tommy Penirelli is going to knock his block off.
Well, Tommy Penirelli does have the advantage of the Young Lions champion, CB Suave, at ringside. Charlie Cash not here this week. That's rather interesting.
And what a power overhead slam. That's impressive by Sweet Dreams here.
You and I were talking before we went on the air. We've both seen Sweet Dreams in action in various places. A tremendous athlete getting his opportunity to shine here at Anarchy this week. Picks up Penirelli with a body slam and then right down with a splash.
And you know, again, speaking to the power, I've seen him before, but he's in rare form tonight, going up against one of Anarchy's superstars, Tommy Penirelli. But again, the X Factor, CB Suave. You think that shirt was a mistake? That shirt was on purpose. He can refract that light directly in Sweet Dreams' eyes, and he can cause some disruption here.
Well, it's shining over here in my eyes. I'm wearing glasses, so it's reflective even more.
And again, it's the mind games, it's the talents, the things that can't be measured, that type of intelligence.
Well, we see Sweet Dreams just drove his knee into the turnbuckle, and now Penirelli wise to go with the low drop kick right to the knee of Sweet Dreams. He's going to try to work on the leg.
And again, as we talk about the intelligence of Tommy Penirelli and CB Suave, part of Cash Vault, you know, a team that knows how to maximize every opportunity and every mistake. You can't afford to make a mistake with CB Suave and Tommy Penirelli. Well, they'll make you pay.
The Cash Vault has control of 2 of the 3 singles championships here at Anarchy. CB Suave, the Young Lions champion. Bobby Moore, the television champion. The only championship not in their grasp right now, that Anarchy heavyweight championship, now held by 475 pounds of Jeter.
And again, you talk about, you know, going back to Franklin Dove's decision to disband all stables, all groups inside Anarchy Wrestling. Maximum of 3 members of a group and 1 manager. And these men have simply dominated the Anarchy Wrestling in their respective categories. Now again, Bobby Moore, a man that definitely has the ability and the promise to be a future Anarchy heavyweight champion, but you know, they're already controlling 2 out of the 3 singles championships.
And speaking of the championships, the Young Lions champion CB Suave, who we see standing out on the floor, will be defending that Young Lions title 1 week from today on this very program as he takes on former co-holder of the tag team championship, the Vandal.
And you know, again, I think it's going to be a long night for the Vandal, just like it looks like it's going to be a short night for Sweet Dreams here if he can't stand up on that left leg.
Well, this is what Penirelli needs to do. He needs to keep Sweet Dreams grounded as he works on the leg.
And again, hyperextending that knee, you're talking about a man that is innovative, that is bending that knee in every possible way to inflict damage to it. That is great wrestling.
You know, 260 pounds may not seem like a lot of body weight, but try putting that on an injured leg. You can't stand.
That's a tremendous amount. I mean, again, that man carries 260 pounds of weight around everywhere. So basically, he's got half a chance to carry that kind of weight. He's going to crumble.
Well, he's trying to get back up to his feet as he hits Penirelli in the stomach, using the rope for a little bit of support, but Penirelli right back to the knee.
And again, simply bonehead move on Sweet Dream's part. If that knee is hurt, why is he going to the ropes? Obviously going for support. You don't come running back to Tommy Penirelli, who obviously has the advantage. You stay on him right there, strike down, rain blows. Just not a smart move by Sweet Dreams.
We don't agree very often, but you're absolutely right there. Because when you run, you're putting even more impact on those legs.
And again, that ref needs to get out of Tommy Penirelli's face. He is distracting Tommy, and that is ridiculous. That's not fair to the cash vault.
But you know what? Never mind. Let's get back to the match.
And we have some fire from Sweet Dreams. He's stumbling on that left leg. See if he can hold that body weight up. He's barely able to get him over. You can see him stumble. And the question is, how much strength does he have in that left leg?
Well, it was enough to knock CB Suave, but inside the ring is the television champ Bobby Moore. Just hits the forearm.
And again, safety and strength in numbers.
And now going into the ankle lock, Tommy Penirelli, proud of his Italian heritage, referring to this as the guinea lock. And it looks like it's caused him to pass out, but what Dee Byers doesn't know is that Bobby Moore had everything to do with that.
I think we're watching two different matches.
Your winner of the match, the Italian Stallion, Tommy Penirelli.
Well, I guess essentially a submission victory, as Sweet Dreams was not able to answer the referee's 3 count. Our officials coming out here, checking on Sweet Dreams for the gas ball standing tall inside the square circle.